Once again, Roger, this panel of melamine is too big and too heavy for us to cut reasonably on the table saw, so I thought we'd bucket down, cutting on top of this piece of styrofoam. And I thought we'd show this method because the styrofoam in many cases is going to be easier to use than a set of sawhorses. It's the kind of thing you can just throw right on your garage floor and cut on it.
Well, you know, not only that, there's the fact that wherever you buy any of the sheet stock, they sell the insulation board in the same sizes, so you just throw one of those on when you pick up your materials, lay that down first, and you can do all your cutting. Also, that styrofoam isn't going to be any problem for the blade, is it?
No, not at all. You know, this edge is really terrific, particularly when you consider the tendency of that melamine surface to flake off from the saw cut.
Yeah, I think we can even clean it up a little more when we go to the table saw.
Well, that'll be perfect then.
Yep. Well, let's cut up that veneer plywood, the veneer oak plywood too, and then we can go to the table saw. What do you say?
Great.
Hey, John, what the heck are these lines all about on here?
Well, you can see that this panel, which is a sort of a half-round or rotary cut veneer, has a very wild pattern. So wild that I'm afraid unless we take care in matching it as the various pieces go on the cabinet's going to look cheap. So what I've done is I've very carefully traced a center line. This is a match line, and there's another match line. Those will be the centers, first of the one door, and then over here of the next door. And then in this area, this will be the cabinet side, and there will be another cabinet side, and these will reflect one another, centered around those axes.
Kind of like a mirror image of each other.
Exactly.
I got it. Okay. Well, what's this line over here about then? Now, this is too narrow to cut a piece of.
Oh, absolutely. But this is with some extra margin. This is enough area that I can cut a door beyond it, but it's a parallel line to those center lines, so that the original match lines of the veneer are not parallel to the edges of the panel. So I'm going to cut this line so that we have something to index against the fence of the table saw.
Okay, so this will now become our reference edge then.
Exactly.
All right. Now, are we going to cross cut it first?
Yes, because we need the smaller pieces.
Sure, it'd be
just for
easier to
handling.
handle.